I like the way Clara put it to her daughter. Marriage is not a school that you graduate from, but a lifetime commitment that you have to be intentional about. You have to do all it takes to make your marriage work. When a man is down financially, he feels so frustrated, and that is the case of John. Clara's husband has thought about how much of a failure he will be if he's not able to provide for the family. Just like the word of God says, any man that cannot provide for the family is worse than an infidel. I now understand why this guy feels so frustrated. Even if we don't advocate for parents to be beating their children to give them corrections, this girl is becoming very saucy, very disrespectful to the father, and she has to be corrected. You cannot be talking to your father like this with such a nonchalant and disrespectful manner. If she end up growing up like this, she will be a spoiled child, and that will not give a good name to the family. But let's take it one after the other. After what happened on the last episode, that Clara and the husband were actually exchanging words because Clara got to find out that the husband has been working in a site carrying cement just to put food on their table. On this episode, the daughter, on this episode, the mother decided to tell the daughter what the father is going through so that at least they can all cut down on their expenses to help the man. But the daughter was talking about the father in such a disrespectful manner to the mother. Like, your husband is doing what? Like, why didn't he tell you? I mean, you are his wife. Why didn't he tell you? That is not nice. Even though she is saying the truth, the way she presents it when it comes to the father is so annoying. And the mother told her that this whole thing is a battle between your father and I, and you don't have to, show too much concern. We will definitely settle. Your father is doing his best. But according to the fact that this girl has always been seeing the parents fighting each other, she feel like marriage is something that is not even meant to be. She even told the mother, if I were the one, I would have left this marriage by now. This is the effect that fighting yourselves as husband and wife in front of your children can cause on your children. They will begin to see and have different perception when it comes to marriage. In fact, she even told the mother to get out of the marriage. Can you even imagine? But I like the fact that the mother had to put it straight to her. All right, marriage is not a school that you graduate from. All right, it is a lifetime commitment, and you have to do everything. I mean, everything to make your marriage work. Your father and I are from different background. All right, so we cannot stop learning from each other. We can't stop learning. You get to discover a different side of him every single day, just the way he's discovering me. That is why we are arguing. But that doesn't mean that we will have to divorce because we are arguing. We argue to settle. All right. So stop saying that. And I want you to start respecting your father, because I don't like the way you talk about your father. I have warned you. Now, this woman has discovered that the daughter is always disrespecting the husband. And that is because she has always been supporting her child. But I'm glad that she's beginning to take correction, because if she keeps on allowing her to disrespect the husband, she's going to grow up with it, and that will not be nice. While she was actually sleeping, taking a nap, the mother left the house even without telling the husband, and this could probably be because of the issue they were having. Now the husband came down and asked the daughter, where is your mom? And of course, the daughter said, my mom has gone out. And immediately, because of the frustration that this man is going through, he's beginning to think that the wife has gone to see her ex, and then he made a very huge mistake. I cannot support him for doing this. I can't support Big Joe for doing this. How can you say to your daughter that your wife is a prostitute? You're calling your wife a prostitute in front of your own daughter. That is very, very unfair. That is not a good thing to say about your wife. And the daughter immediately stood up for the mother. You can see how it's easy for children to always stand for their parents, especially when it comes to mommy, all right, or mother factor. And the husband was like, are you talking to me like that? Just because the daughter said, you can't be talking about my mother like that in front of me. And of course, he went ahead to even call her own daughter a prostitute indirectly. And that is not even fair. She wasn't even taking it. She stood up and told the father, you can't be, insulting your wife and insulting me as well, I see the way she's talking back at the dad with no respect. And the father could not help it. He stood up. Have you forgotten that I'm your father? And she was still talking back at the father, and he has to slap her to at least caution her. I understand that what he said is wrong, but you do not have right to talk to your father like that. Now, this wouldn't have happened if this man still has money, if he was still boiling as Big Joe that he is. All this disrespect will not be happening. But look at what is happening. That is why he is so frustrated. I mean, if care is not taken, he's going to go into depression. And then the wife stepped in, and the daughter ran to the mom and was crying that my dad slapped me. She went upstairs, and the mother began to question the husband. What is wrong with you? Why did you slap my daughter? Why did you slap my daughter? What has she done? I mean, if you lost your job, you can always go out there to find another job, not to pour your frustration on your family. We are not the cost of what is happening to you. All right? So stop it. And the husband, was just listening and looking at the wife, and at the same time asked the wife, where are you coming from? Now, the wife could not even say where she's coming from, all right? Or rather, she said to him that I don't know why you have decided to torture yourself over this whole thing that you're thinking of, but this whole thing has nothing to do with me. So fix it. Fix it and stop yelling at my daughter. Fix it and stop hitting my daughter, pouring your frustration on me and my child. This man is really passing through a lot. I'm not gonna lie. It's not easy to take care of a family like this. He has set up his standard for the family, and he's willing and is also working to make sure that he lives up to that standard, but it's not working. But what would you say about the fact that Clara is going back to her ex to ask for help? This man might be acting all nice, but you don't know his plans. So I don't even think that coming to ask him for help is the best thing. Because if your husband also gets to find out that you are going to your ex to ask for help, he will not be happy about it. Even though he doesn't have money right now, he needs his respect. But then, from the look of things, the ex is willing to also do everything to make sure that she is happy, because he regrets not, coming back for her or not marrying her. According to him, whatever is happening to Clara right now is entirely his fault. Because if he actually, came back for Clara, Clara would have been his wife, and she won't be going through all this that she's going through. But you're failing to understand that the person we are talking about is Big Joe. Big Joe loves Clara and his family and has treated them well. It's just a little setback, and it's looking like he wasn't even doing anything. I think the only mistake that Joe is making right now is not sitting the wife to discuss with her about what is going on. The wife is a very understanding person. So all you just needed to do is to talk to your wife. Clara asked the ex for a loan so that she can start up something to support the family. Because right now, things are very difficult. Remember that Big Joe got into a fight, and now he has also lost the job. So everything is very difficult right now. And she need to support the family. And Big Joe said he's going to open a big restaurant for her and do everything just to make sure that she is very much happy. But I don't think that taking this offer will be the best thing. I am also happy that she is also insisting on a loan and not giving him money for free. All right, because the husband will not be happy that she is running back to her ex to get money to support the family after everything that is happening. Remember that the husband too is also having a doubt that she's having something to do with her ex. But all of these things will result to one thing: she's definitely going to get money to support the family if she eventually get this loan from her ex. But the husband will not be happy. All right, it will still become another issue if he finds out that she got this money from her ex. So what is it going to be? Will she not risk it? Is she going to risk all these things just to make sure that she support her husband and fight for her family? We will get to find out about this and the true intention of her ex. If the ex is just acting up nice just to get her, the more the ex is getting closer to Clara, the more Clara will be falling in love with the ex. But we'll get to find out about this on the next episode. Please like the video if you have not liked the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I will bring the next episode as soon as it drops. But for now,